I want to tell you the story of two passengers both flying on a Boeing 737. The air stewardess comes up to the first passenger and she says to him, "Listen, I've got this parachute and I want you to wear this parachute because if you do, it's going to improve your flight no end. It's going to be more rewarding, it's going to be a greater experience for you." So this passenger decides, well, okay, I'll try it. He takes the parachute in kind of an experimental fashion and puts it on, and you know what, it immediately feels, look, it's kind of heavy, it's kind of bulky, it's not really comfortable, and I don't see how it's improving my flight at all. But because the air stewardess said this is going to improve your flight, he decides that he'll give it a little bit of time. Soon enough though, he starts noticing that other passengers are smiling and laughing and pointing fingers. He seems to be one of only a few in the whole cockpit wearing a parachute. He can't sit back, it's not comfortable, it's making him tired, it's actually not what he thought it would be. But because the air stewardess said this would be good for him, he keeps it on just that little bit longer. Eventually though, he does take it off. Takes it off, and he's so disgruntled because now the other passengers are laughing at him and pointing at him and smiling at him that he decides, I'll never put it on again. He puts it in the center aisle and just forgets about it. Now the second passenger. The captain walks up to the second passenger and says to him, "Listen, unfortunately, I'm not telling it people over the tannoy because there'll be a panic, but this plane is going down and I'm going around handing out parachutes. Here's a parachute for you. This plane won't make it to its final destination, but if you take this parachute, you have a chance of survival. You can jump when the plane starts going down." The second passenger does take the parachute. For him, it's not about comfort. For him, it's not about improving his flight. For him, it's not about having a better experience. For him, it's a question of life and death. And so he grabs onto this parachute, and he holds onto this parachute. It doesn't matter how many people point and laugh and stare. It doesn't matter that he's getting uncomfortable or tired. He will not let go of this parachute because ultimately he understands that when the plane goes down, his parachute is his lifeline. Sometimes we present Jesus to the world, saying that Jesus is going to fix your life, fix your marriage, fix your finances, and fix your health. It's going to give you a better life. But actually, that's not the message of the Bible. Because what people do is they take Jesus as a friend in an experimental fashion, perhaps for a season. But because things don't really drastically change or get better, they decide after a while to just move on. The Bible's message, though, is that Jesus is a savior. He's come to set us free, to save us from the coming wrath of God. And so, for those who understand that, listen, it doesn't matter if life is difficult. It doesn't matter if the journey is not easy. It doesn't matter if people point and stare. I will not let go of Jesus because my hope is in Him. My life is in Him. And ultimately, my future is in Him. Jesus has come to save, to be that parachute when everything goes sideways. That's the message of the Bible, and that's why we cling to Jesus and find our hope in Him. Which kind of passenger are you?